Hi friends, we will now read one shloka which talks about a person who accepts failure and then bounces back. He doesn't accept failure and then stay like that, but he bounces back, regains his shape. So that is what is the poem. This is by the philosopher King Bhartrhari. We have heard about this Bhartrhari earlier too. This is from the same Bhartrhari's Niti Shataka. I will read the poem. You please read along with me. I will explain the poem later. यथा कन्दुकपातेन उत्पतत्यार्यः पतन्नपि तथा त्वनार्यः पतति मृत्पिण्डपतनं यथा. So in the first line we are not supposed to break, but I just broke it because for the purpose of so that we can read it easily. Yatha kandukapatenootpatatyarya patannapi. The whole line is one samasa. Yatha kandukapatenootpatatyarya, up to that. So kandukapatena plus utpatatyarya patannapi. So here an example of a rubber ball is given. A rubber ball, you throw it on the ground, it immediately bounces up. Because there is so much of resilience in it, you press it, it again comes back to its normal shape, you throw it, it will bounce back. But then on the other hand, suppose you throw a lump of clay. Suppose a lump of clay, you just throw it on the ground, it sticks all the more to the ground. With all force it goes and sticks to the ground, it will not come back. So that is how a person who has the ability to bounce back and the person who doesn't have that willpower to bounce back. So these two people are contrasted in this shloka. So it says, Yatha kanduka patena utpatati aryah patannapi. Aryah. The word Arya of course does not refer to any race or anything, because nowadays we talk about Aryans and non-Aryans and Aryan invasion, etc., etc. But in all our literature, this word, in all Sanskrit literature, this word Arya is used to refer to a refined person. That's all. Even Sita calls Rama, when Rama wants to test her, through that ordeal of fire, he says, oh, you are talking like an Anarya Justam, not Anarya Justam, like Anarya you are talking. So like that she says. So Anarya Justam is another word used by Sri Krishna. Anarya Justam Aswargyam, you are talking like an unrefined person. So that is what he says. So Arya doesn't refer to any race or anything. So Arya is a person of honor, a noble person, a person of honor. So like that, like a rubber ball which falls on the ground and bounces back, a person bounces back, that is an Arya. A person who is an Arya, a refined person, a noble person, a person of strong character, he bounces back. But then Anaryaha, somebody who is an unrefined person, who is not mature, and then who doesn't have that motivation, person who doesn't have that nobility and a sense of nobility in him. So such person, patati, he falls, mrutpinda patanam yatha, like a clod of clay, like a clod of earth. You throw it on the ground, it sticks to the ground all the more. So that is how these two people are contrasted. The point here is, it is quite normal for anybody to fall in life. To fall means to have some sort of adverse situation in life. But as Shakespeare says, he says, sweet are the uses of adversity. In one play he says, sweet are the uses of adversity. Suppose there is an adverse situation. From that adverse situation you can learn a lesson. You learn a lesson and then you come back, you bounce back. So that is what he says. So when adversities are there, you should not be afraid of the adversities. You study the adversity, try to take advantage of it, try to regain your strength. So that is what a person of honor has to be done. So, but here of course the basic point is, the shloka is talking about the basic resilience in a person. Like you see in these kung fu movies, a person falls on the ground and then rolls up on his spine, and then he rolls up and then just gets back onto his feet. So that is what a person of honor has to do. So this such shlokas are very, very needed, because even great people, very eminent people have come to some problems at times, quite often. We know the story of Pandavas. The Pandavas who went in Mahabharata, the Pandavas, they lost their kingdom and then they were driven to forest. For about 12 years they were supposed to stay in the forest. and for 1 year they were supposed to go underground. They have to lead an underground life. So when they were in the forest, several sages, they used to go to them, and then they used to tell them about various stories about very, very eminent kings, starting from Kruta Yuga. Starting from that Kruta Yuga, how very, very great eminent kings, though they were highly virtuous, highly dharmic people, they came to some problems. They had some serious problems. They had several problems. And then again, at the end, because of their resilience, because of their fortitude, because of their courage, they could come back. They regained their kingdom, they regained their glory. So that these are the stories which are given to enthuse the Pandavas which are there. So because such shlokas are very, very important even for our kids. Because nowadays we see many young people committing suicide. Suppose somebody fails in the 10th grade. The boy or girl commits suicide. Every year we come across a few suicides of students in such situations. Some professor, a girl has an argument with a professor, or maybe the professor makes some statement against her, and then the girl commits a suicide. So like that, we come across several statements, several situations, several incidents. So all those incidents, they reflect a lack of maturity on the part of students. So the parents have to teach such, shlokas, such poems to their children, so that the children are emotionally equipped to deal with any situation. Even if there is some adverse situation, they will scoff at it, they will laugh at it, and then they will say, okay, fine, I will get back. So that should be the spirit. Never say die. So that sort of spirit, of course, you find this spirit in the politicians. They have that spirit, never say die. Even if they are down, they say, yeah, we are now coming back. So that spirit is very much needed for a politician also. Otherwise, he cannot come back. Suppose he loses in the election. He stays like that, he can never come back. After defeat also, he says, no, this time we are going to defeat him. This time we are going to fully come back. So otherwise, he can't convince the people about his leadership abilities. So that is what this poem is. So a person of honor has to bounce back. So that is the meaning. So here this shloka, if you see, Yatha Kanduka Patena, Kanduka means a ball, a rubber ball, Patena, Kanduka Patena means on the example of a ball, a rubber ball falls, rubber from a rubber ball. Aryaha Patannapi Utpatati. A noble man, Patannapi, though he falls, Utpatati, he rises up. Then Tatha, likewise, Tu means on the other hand, Anaryaha, a sort of an ordinary person who is not, well motivated. So a feeble-minded person, let us say, a feeble-minded person, he falls like a lump of clay. Mrutpinda, Mrut means earth. Mrutpinda means a clod of earth. Like a clod of earth, like a lump of clay, he just falls, remains on the ground, he cannot get up. So that is what the poem says. We will read it again. Yatha Kandukapaatena Utpatatyarya Patannapi Utpatatyarya Patannapi Utpatati Aryaha Patan Api, though he falls, Utpatati. Tatha Tvanarya Patati Mrutpinda Patanam Yatha. Okay, fine.